We've been testing cars for a while now, and the Nissan Qashqai was the second car we ever tested. And I think our channel became quite a lot better than before, I hope anyway. The Nissan Qashqai, however, this new model, has become a lot better. Qashqai was never ugly or weird. I leave that to the Juke. I was wondering what they would do to this car to make it look more interesting and modern. And I think we can all agree, they did it with flying colors. The front mask is now bigger and more imposing. These badges on the front of the cars have usually been quite small, but over the years they became bigger and bigger until we arrived at the modern times where they're actually huge. And of course now they're also behind transparent plastic because there's a radar behind there. If you take one of the two highest equipment levels, the car will sport some lovely daylight LEDs, LED headlights and blinkers. This car with this equipment package has 19-inch alloys, which is not overly common on the roads, although it's getting more and more popular. However, despite the fact that these alloys look pretty good, I'm not sure I would be driving over any serious off-road fields because, well, the car does have all-wheel drive, but I'd be afraid of damaging these things. Alright, I suggest you remember what I said here. Like I've mentioned before, the Qashqai is a looker, imposing at the front, elegant on the sides and modern at the back. The seats are a pleasant surprise as well. Not only do they look very interesting, they're clad in leather, they're heated, they're electrically adjustable, and they are very comfortable. The seats were so comfortable I'd be happy to drive all day on a Euro trip in this car. The front seats are also electrically adjustable depending on the equipment level. We can find the new Nissan steering wheel inside, which we've seen with the new Micra. The instruments are pretty much the same, although that's not a bad thing. The old infotainment is also still here. The test model had ambient lighting, although I admit I had difficulties even noticing it, as it's very subtle. The 6-speed manual poses no problems, while an automatic is available. And lest I forget, if you like listening to music, the higher equipment levels offer Bose speakers. The rear seats were also wrapped in leather and were comfy. There wasn't a huge amount of legroom, although you won't exactly feel cramped. You can get the all-wheel drive Qashqai, which means you can drive it into sand, mud or snow. Although, with alloys this size, I wouldn't really recommend it. Anyway, this car will look great whether you're in nature or in front of a store, and you'll feel like you're in a Lamborghini because people love to stare at the Qashqai, and rightfully so, I think. I like the old Qashqai. It was a really cute little SUV, a crossover, and I'm not overly fond of crossovers, so that probably says something. But this car, just like its exterior, is even better on the inside as well. The steering wheel, for example, it's leather wrapped, it's very nice to the touch. It actually feels and looks like it was something out of an Audi with an S-Line package, so very nice. The instrument cluster and all the systems, line assist, side assist, everything. This car has a lot of options and a lot of extras with this top-of-the-line package. The seats I already mentioned, they're very comfortable, and this huge panoramic roof, which you cannot open, so you'll probably be able to use it as a garden in the summer when you won't be driving it. But yeah, very nice. The only minus I would say is the infotainment screen, the infotainment system, which is still the same old as it was in the previous models. So there's nothing really wrong with it. It's functional, it's all right. But you know, in these times it's a little small, a little bit old-fashioned now. Otherwise, generally this car, interior and you know the feeling inside, very nice. I like it. The base model can be yours for 20,000 euros. The top-of-the-line one with all-wheel drive, the most powerful engine and automatic gearbox will set you back 34,000 euros. Oh, I forgot to mention something. Do you remember how I said that I wouldn't take a car like this with 19-inch alloys into, for some serious off-roading? Well, we kind of did. Do you remember that shot when I drove through the beach area? I think I damaged one of the front wheels, front alloys. There's a few scratches on it. You know, whenever we take the cars from the dealerships, we check for damage to make sure that we didn't cause the damage and make sure that, you know, it's all right. But in this instance, I think it was me. And oh no, see, this is the problem. This car has all-wheel drive. It's got 19-inch alloys. You can go into stuff like that. You can go off-roading a little bit, but I wouldn't because there's going to be damage almost immediately. So don't do that. I'm going to have to pay, I don't know, 10 years worth of my wage to just pay for that alloy. Yes, oops, I got stuck here at this beautiful location. All-wheel drive got me out, but at the cost of a scratched alloy. Sorry, ouch.